Germany, 9 years after the war, the cities were still rubble. The silence was not peace, it was shame, and somewhere in that silence, boys kicked a ball because they had nothing else. Football was the one thing they were allowed to feel, the one flag they could raise without the world looking away. 1,200 kilometers away, Hungary had built the greatest football team the world had ever seen. They called them the Mighty Magyars. They had not lost a match. In 4 years, they went to Wembley, the home of football, and they did something no foreign team had ever done. They beat England 6-3. It was not a football match. It was a lesson. The world had never seen football played like this. Sepp Herberger, the German coach, he had survived the war by keeping his head down and his notebooks full, while Hungary dazzled the world. Herberger was riding, watching, waiting. He knew something nobody else did. Fritz Walter, the captain, he had been drafted into the war, captured. He nearly died of malaria in a prisoner of war camp, but he survived, and on rainy days, Fritz Walter came alive. The Germans had a name for it. Fritz Walter Wetter. Fritz Walter Weather. Hungary versus West Germany, group stage. Herberger did something that looked like surrender. He rested his best players. 7 of them, Hungary won. 8-3. The Magyars laughed. The world agreed. Germany were nothing. But Herberger was not trying to win. Every goal Hungary scored, Herberger wrote it down. Every pass, every pattern. He was not surrendering. He was learning, and he stored that 8-3 defeat like a weapon, waiting for the right day. The right rain. Hungary met Brazil in the quarter-final. It was supposed to be a celebration of football. It became a battlefield. They called it the Battle of Berne. Fists, bottles, blood. When the final whistle blew, the real fight began. In the tunnel, a Brazilian player struck Puskás with a bottle. His thigh, the greatest player in the world, could barely walk. Hungary won the match, but they had lost something more important. Their captain, their soul. The semi-finals. Coxis rose above Uruguay. His golden head, 2 goals in extra time, the unbeaten champions of 1930 and 1950, finally fell, and Germany, 6 goals past Austria, the brothers Walter, Fritz and Ottmar leading a team nobody believed in. The final was set. Hungary, West Germany, the invincible kings, against the silent survivors. July the 4th, 1954, the Wankdorf Stadium, Bern. The rain began in the morning, and it did not stop. Fritz Walter Weather, the German captain, walked onto the pitch and smiled. He knew the rain was on their side. Puskás walked out too, limping. He should not have been playing. The thigh injury from the Battle of Berne had not healed, but he was Puskás, the galloping major. Hungary needed him, or so they believed. It was the decision they would never stop regretting. The match began. Puskás scored. 6 minutes. Then Czibor, 8 minutes. Hungary 2, Germany nothing. It was happening again. The world settled back, waiting for the slaughter, but nobody had told the Germans. 10th minute, Max Morlock, 2-1. 18th minute, Helmut Rahn, 2-2. 8 minutes, that was all it took. From a disaster to a football match, the rain was falling harder now. Fritz Walter was running. Fritz Walter was alive. 84th minute, the ball fell to Helmut Rahn. Outside the box, the rain in his eyes. He trapped it, looked up and struck, left foot, low, hard into the bottom corner. The radio commentator's voice cracked across a nation. Rahn skised. Tor, Germany 3, Hungary 2. The impossible had happened. 3 minutes later, Puskás scored. He wheeled away, arms raised. The equalizer, the miracle undone. But the linesman's flag was already up, offside. The goal was disallowed. Puskás stopped. Frozen in the rain, the greatest player in the world, and a flag had broken him. Final whistle. Germany 3, Hungary 2. The champions of the world were the team that should have been crushed, the team nobody believed in, the team of survivors. Fritz Walter fell to his knees in the rain. A nation that had not been allowed to celebrate for 9 years wept. They called it the miracle of Bern, but it was more than football. It was the day Germany was allowed to be proud again. The day a nation that had spent 9 years in silence found its voice, in the rain, in the mud, in a stadium in Switzerland. Football had forgiven a country. For Hungary, Bern was a wound that never healed. 2 years later, the revolution came. Puskás fled to Spain. Coxus to Barcelona, the greatest team the world had ever seen, was scattered by history. They would never win their World Cup. The rain in Bern had taken everything. Next time on the World Cup story, a boy walks onto the biggest stage in football. He is 17 years old. His name is Edson. The world will call him Pelé. Sweden, 1958. The boy who became a king. Coming soon to Positive Plays HQ.